They working on some shit.
So don't y'all as a whole group, don't you guys have something set up?
Yeah, we just finished our first tape. It's called Strictly Mob.
Mm-hmm.
I got him on there. I got Trezzy Stevie, my other bro Woosie, which he part of Glue to the City, and then that's about it. I think on there. I might got a feature from Fetty Chico on one of the songs.
Ooh,
I got him on
Fetty Chico.
Man, we got some shit coming.
Got mad love for Fetty Chico. Fetty, for some reason, we've had this conversation. He has the way of like finding that talent. For some reason,
he got that ear for it.
Yeah, he has a great ear, and I 100% back up anybody he support. But I honestly don't know how we came across each other. I don't know exactly how it happened.
I really think it was I want to say like some Facebook shit. I don't know if Smooth might have shared.
It would,
cause you know he had put me on one of them songs. And he did
so
like
you had already dropped your first project.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah.
So I peep it, and I want to say, yeah, that after that first project, I was just like, all right, who the fuck is this? Yeah, because I'm like, yo, like one thing I've said, and I had this conversation with Sam when I brought him in.
Yeah.
I feel like Wichita has a West Coast sound, but you make it like
got our own
public.
vibe.
Like, yeah, it's like you're like, yo, I know I can hear that Bay Area influence, because to me, Trill is a Bay Area influence.
Yeah.
But I can hear it in your music specifically because like I feel like you kind of like ride the beat instead of just trying to like spit or just like get so many bars out.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like before I write, I just listen to the beat a few times, and I let that motherfucker talk to me. And I just get on there and that motherfucker just flow easy. If it don't flow easy, I'll put that beat on hold.
Do you keep it playing or do you turn it off at some point?
I put it on replay.
Put it on replay?
Yeah, just let that motherfucker go. Get to working after.
How long usually take you?
Man, I done wrote some of my best songs in like 45 minutes.
That's the best ones.
I done made some of my best, most streamed songs on Spotify and Apple is the ones I done wrote with these niggas in the car. 45 minutes is fucking off, you know? But usually I try to take my time with it, but if it come, it just come, you know? Like some songs I done worked on these niggas, it take 3-4 weeks. Like I just put it on the burner because ain't nothing coming. Right. I don't want to force it. But then I knock about 3 or 4 other songs in the meantime, and then when I come back to it, I just gas that bitch out, or I find one of them or Fetty or Smooth, because I got some feats from all of them coming, and I let them gas their verse. And I hear it come up with a hook, you know, and then put my shit on there and add somebody else. And put them together like that.
So when I did my research on you, because you know I gotta do my research on you.
know.
I watched some vlogs. And niggas was out there going at it.
We was turned up.
What was that like, you know what I'm saying, going out to Cali, you know what I'm saying, for that experience? Because I think one of y'all, somebody said that was your first time out there?
Yep, the first vlog we did was my second time out there, but it was a few of my brother's first times out there. The cameraman's first time, Hit King. My brother Meech, his first time out there. And I think just them two, and Dub, my brother Dub. I think it was Dub. And then we ended up bumping into a few of our other homies out there and shit.
Just riding, just chilling.
Shit ended up coming together so good. I was glad I took the cameraman with me. We got a whole lot of dope shit done out there.
So I want to know about the shit that didn't make it on camera.
Man, there was a whole lot of...
Because the first video is like, what, 8 minutes?
Yeah.
Then the second one's like about 14.
Yeah, way longer.
Yeah, it's a little bit longer. Niggas start talking they shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody got a little more comfortable.
Yeah, they got a little bit more comfortable out there. So one thing I heard one of you guys mention is that you said you got heart. I think it was you.
Boy, Steve.
And one thing that I think I recognize out of your crew is you gotta have heart.
Yeah, you got to.
How did this crew come together?
Man, really shit. Me and Trezzy, we family, but we didn't meet until we was like 15. Didn't know we was family until we went to like a little family reunion. Found out we was related on both sides of the family. Me and Stevie, we been clicked in since about 5 through basketball.
Go way back.
You know, everybody I fuck with, bro, I've been there 15, 20 years with these niggas for real. I don't really do no new niggas. You know, none of that shit. And then my brother Meech, the other big one with the dreads, I met him when I was about 12. He moved up here and shit. That's us for right there.
So is music always the thing?
No.
Okay.
For real, like I've been fucking with music forever and shit, you know what I mean? But I never really took it serious, just freestyling and shit like that.
Okay.
But my brother Vaughn, long live Vaughn, he passed away, but like he really, I think he seen it in me before I seen it in myself, you know? He used to push me like, you need to do that shit. I'm like, nigga, I ain't no rapper, you know? I don't care about that shit. After he passed, I just started fucking venting on that paper and bro, I start putting together all type of shit. And I'm like, man, the people probably ain't gonna fuck with it. So, dropped my first tape, that shit went crazy.
So after Vaughn passed, and what year time frame was
2016, right after Thanksgiving, a few days after Thanksgiving.
Got you. Is that the time that kind of like the crew kind of came together and was like, all right, Dre is the rapper, the one right now? Because I'm sure like anybody can drop music at the time, but it had to have been like something special at that moment to decide that you wanted to drop the project.
I think after bro passed, we definitely all came, we was already close, but we all mushed, you know, even closer. And then shit, just sitting around, fucking around, talking with them, you know. And then we all just like, shit, you need to do that shit, you know what I mean? See where you can take it. And then I sat there, thought about it, wrote all my shit down on paper, what I wanted to do, and I just been checking it off the list, you know? Get my shit going, the people fucking with it, so now I'm about to start bringing all my bros in. They talking real crazy too, so I know the people gonna fuck with it, you know what I'm saying? I just have to build the platform up a little bit. And shit, after that first tape, I really just put it together and we dropped it. No promo, no nothing. And the shit did good. Yeah. And that's what really made me like, okay.
And SE Trill's all over the whole project.
The whole project was SE Trill. My whole first project, SE Trill.
You don't hear that often because 2 years ago, me and my co-host, 4 Times the Genius, we was like, every artist has to have an SE Trill beat. It's almost just like, at one point, that was the package. You get the SE Trill beat, you get the Hit King video, and then
that's the whole
that's the thing.
Formula.
But you can spend the money, but it's all about if you have it or not.
Yeah.
And you have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know when it happened, you know, when you might have realized it or if you even realize it yet, but you have a different sound compared to a lot of artists out here. And that's a rare thing to say.
Yeah.
Is that you have a distinct sound. When I hear you come on, I know exactly who's on there.
Man, that made me feel good for real, cause that's what I was nervous about before I started dropping. Like, you know, is they gonna fuck with my sound, with my vibe? And Trill was one of the main ones telling me like, bro, shit, we're gonna find your own sound. And when they hear you, shit, they gonna fuck with it.
How long did that take?
Me and Trill, when we first linked in, I ain't gonna lie, I probably was going to see bro like every other day. And we was I sit in the studio with him, we smoke, and he just get to making beats, you know. I fuck around on a couple, I ain't really like them, you know, and then he started shit, you know, like, he like, I know what you gonna like. And he started coming with that West Coast, that, you know, that shit for me. And then he told me to go home and get busy on one of them. I did, sent it to him, he liked it. And ever since then, shit, I don't even gotta, you know, I really don't gotta tell him what I want unless I wanna change it. Like, I got, on my new shit, I got some up-tempo, you know, some way different sound. I got some production from Marty McFly, you know what I mean? I got some production from my boy Infamous out of
testing the waters a little bit, just, you know, trying things,
you know, expanding.
That's dope.
But I ain't gonna lie, most of them projects still SE Trill. That's my go-to, man, for real.
Would you take it offensive? Because like the best way that I can describe your sound is, I feel like you as an artist are kind of an influence of Nipsey Hussle.
No, I wouldn't take that.
I'm not saying that you have the flow or anything like that, but you're one of those artists that I can say, yo, like, I could tell at some point he's listened to Nipsey Hussle, and that was a dope influence.
I ain't gonna lie, most definitely him and Pac. Yeah. Mac Dre was my favorite rapper, but as far as like the interviews I used to just watch from the time I was in probably like middle school and up, it's just been
your pop's a shooter. I already know. When I hear Mac in your top 10, I already know like Pop's a shooter.
Man, he is. Pop did a little bit for shooting for sure. But yeah, bro, fucking what was I saying? I done lost my train of thought, bro. What was we just talking about?
I know sometimes the weed be hitting you. It is.
It do that. You know,
But
I'm Smokey the Bear, man.
But I got my better question now is for you. How did you and SC Trill build that relationship?
Man, it's crazy, bro, cause like, fucking, you know, my people, like all my homies and my family was telling me I need to reach out to him.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, my pops is married to his big cousin. Icing on the
Trill
cake,
related to everybody.
Yeah, he related to everybody.
God damn.
And shit, it was easy as that, bro. Met him at I reached out to him through Facebook. We met at her house, like a family function. Click tight ever since. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. Trill's one of those people that I'm like, yo, Trill real good people. I got mad love for him. So, Small City, Big Dreams, and Glue to the City. Which one's your favorite project?
Man, I like that Glue to the City. Like the Small City, Big Dreams, I love it because it was my first
that
joint.
debut album.
But that Glue to the City, I put my, you know, I took my time with it. You know, I was more trying to perfect my craft instead of just going in the booth, dropping it.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, you kind of came back with Glue to the City. You kind of responded kind of quick.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, within a year.
I mean, believe it or not, bro, my first project, like I wanted to put out a 20 piece, but I'm like, it's my first one.
Feel you.
You know, it'd be a lot of weird shit going on in the town. I'm like,
stuff.
you know, they're not just gonna jump on it immediately. So I was chopping it up with Smooth. He told me, bro, just do like a 5-6 song EP. Give them a little dose of it. And then
Say less.
when they bite on it, you come with your one you said you was gonna come with. And that motherfucker originally was like 18 songs, and I bumped him up to like 20, 21, 22 or something like that.
Because you had something sitting a little bit.
Yeah, I had like 3 or 4 songs sitting. Then I just had Trill. I got like a 5-pack of beats. Then I just bought a few from all my other people and just got straight to work. I'm talking about, bro, for real, I can go knock an EP out in a session. Like every session we go to, I'm knocking
It could be an EP.
3-4 songs out. You know,
you running off no limit, Tom. It's just they just nonstop shit.
That's how they got it popping. That's how they created their way. Like I be telling my brothers, we gotta build our catalog and just drop. Like my next shit I'm finna get to doing, bro. Since I got all my audio recorded for the most part, I'm finna shoot like 20, 30 videos. That way I can start dropping once a week. You know, just staying in the people's face.
You got something ready.
I got hella shit ready. Well, it's like 3 tapes done.
You took advantage of this shutdown where there's nothing to do.
That's all I did in the basement. And I was already going through some little shit, so I was just like, man, I'm gonna just do music. I was in there working, writing every day, bro. Finally got these niggas, you know, gassed up. They got some hot shit coming. And we got like 7, 8 new projects coming under the Glue to the City, bro. It's not just me no more, so it's a lot of good shit on the way for sure, bro, for sure.
So the type of hustler that I see from you, I also see from another artist by the name of Scooney.
Yep, Scooney, that's my guy. He good people.
Me and Scooney was having a conversation, and he said he has a couple of SC Trill beats. You have a couple of SC Trill beats. What would it take for a Scooney and Hollywood Dre collab EP to happen? Man,
believe it or not, we're already working on something. I just knocked out something for him like probably about a month ago. No, about 3 weeks. So he said he gonna shoot me a few more beats, and I'm finna shoot him a couple, and we finna get straight to it. But yeah, we got that in the works.
With SC Trill, I think that'd be fire.
Scooney a different type of artist too. He got his own lane, you know.
Yeah, definitely. He got some fire on the way.
Man,
he definitely got some fire.
He gave me a few little samples. He be talking that talk,
reckless. But how did Hollywood Dre become Hollywood Dre?
Man, like, you really want to hear the story?
What happened?
Man, let me tell you about it, bro.
Because I want to know, like, at what point was niggas really calling you Hollywood?
Oh, I'm about to tell you. It's a great story, bro. Look, check me out. I dropped my first tape, right? I still didn't know if I wanted to rap or not. You know what I mean?
What year is this?
What year was that, bro? 2019? 2018? Like the end, 2018, I think. January of 2018, I dropped my
We talking Small City?
No, it was that 19. Small City.
That's what we talking about? Yeah. You didn't know if you wanted to rap after that shit?
I ain't, you know, I really
All right,
didn't know.
So keep going.
I ain't know, so okay, check me out, bro. All right, so one of my older people, you know, we used to be kind of tight. We ain't really that tight no more, you know. He wanted a favor, I done had a favor for him. He calls me. He like, man, you a Hollywood ass nigga, man. You think cause niggas like your shit, you know, this and that. You know, you just get the ranting and raving. And you know, I'm a funny nigga. So I hear him like, damn, y'all hear that? He said, I'm Hollywood. It's Hollywood Dre, my nigga. That's my new name, you know? Click. Went to the studio, recorded another one.
Hollywood Dre.
Come on, let's get it.
What was you going as before? Just Dre?
Yeah, see, but I hadn't, now that I think about it, I had just dropped, it wasn't even my first tape. I dropped the sleepwalking challenge. I dropped some challenge on the video. Then I dropped What Is Life?
Mm.
You know, I dropped them 3 and I was getting hella spin, but I already had my first tape done.
Mm.
And then he was hearing this shit. I guess he wasn't liking it, you know.
And once he said that, it was a rap.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a rapper. We dropped that motherfucker, and then I got to working on Glue to the City instantly. And then when the music started coming out, bro, shit
just started rolling.
Everybody liked it. They liked that name. Yeah, that's dope.
It's hard.
I told them shit, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, all that hatred you didn't create.
You from Wichita?
Yeah, I'm from right here.
What school you go to?
Man, I went to elementary. I went to Bostic Elementary. It's a magnet over there off of Kellogg and Rock.
Yeah.
I did my middle school at Curtis, all 3 years. And then I moved to Dallas with Arlington. I did my first 2 years of high school at Arlington High.
Okay.
And I was down there with my moms. Me and my moms moved down there, and then I moved back here by myself at like 16. While I was living with my cousin. When they gave me my Hollywood name, I was living with him before some shit happened. And then I was just on my own, you know what I mean, ever since then. But me and my moms, we clicked tight, you know what I mean?
For sure.
I could have went back home, but you know, at 16, you want to be a man.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't running back home.
So growing up though, who was OG in the house? Was it moms?
Moms and my grandma.
And grandma.
Yeah. My grandma on my mom's side, she full Hispanic. My mom's half and half. Yeah, so I was raised with that side.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so whatever moms and grannies say, that's really what grannies say go.
Is that slipper shit real? Bust your head with the slipper?
For them, granny I was the baby, so.
Spoiled ass.
Yeah, I got cussed out a couple times, that's about it. Moms used to give me though. But shit, with granny, nah, she ain't let nobody do shit to me, bro. I was her baby. But yeah, she was the OG for sure.
What was that transition like though when you was, you living here and then going to Dallas?
It's like a culture shock, bro. Like before we moved, I was ready. I'm going to Texas, but I didn't think about, okay, I'm finna be starting high school. Mm-hmm. I don't know nobody in this school that's bigger than East High. It was like 3,800 kids there. So I'm like, I don't know nobody. I didn't think about none of that, bro. Right. So I was kind of like, a little nervous, but shit, I got to school, bro. Got right to like team sports. And then shit, I met, like, believe it or not, it was easy to meet people, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, as soon as, I get to holding a conversation with somebody or something, I peep their vibe. If I'm fucking with them, I'm fucking with them. If not, I'm going to stay, I'm going to steer right. But I met a lot of good people down there that I'm still friends with to this day. Okay. It was cool, for real.
So I got a serious question for you.
Yes,
and
sir.
you can only be honest. So I heard at some point Hollywood Dre was doing some hooping.
Yeah, man.
Just a little something.
Before all of the, the music and all that shit, yeah man, I was nice with that rock for sure.
Okay, so YBM Smooth, Skinny Chip Yaddick, Scooney, Hollywood Dre. Who winning the game of 21?
I'm gonna bust them niggas up. I ain't even gotta think about it. I'm gonna bust them.
Automatic.
Yeah, we can get that shit in too. I'm looking at both cameras. We can get it in. I come out.
Hey, the open challenges out there. I would pay money to see that.
Yeah, 21 tips.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I might dunk on one of them niggas.
No. You making it known right now.
My back a little bad, but I can still get up there.
Shit, I ain't questioning.
Look, I ain't lose that. Man,
still got the winner.
Sit at that arc all day, bust their ass. 7 threes, it's game.
So, what side of town was you raised on?
Man, I was raised on the north, bro. I'm a north side baby for sure. But like
shout out to the north side, always love.
Best side, 67208. But then around like 9 or 10, I moved far out west. Me and my mom's moved with my auntie out there far, like dinner by that All-Star Sports out west.
Damn, I know exactly. Damn, out there by damn near Maze.
Yeah, right there, right on the brink of the border. So that was more of a culture shock than moving to Texas, bro.
That's a major culture shock.
For real, that shit was different. But it was cool though.
Nigga really gotta wear the seatbelt.
Seatbelt, you know what I mean? Don't get out of line, none of that. They still they police a little different out there.
They ain't scared out there.
Yeah, but I didn't live on every side, bro. After that, I moved to the east side over there across from Boston Park. Mm-hmm. I stayed over there for about 2 years. Then we moved off of Rock Road and Zimmerly for about
What's a special moment that you remember about the north side?
About the north? Mm-hmm. Man, as a kid, we used to go to this candy lady every day on like 23rd and Spruce. And she used to have everything you could think of, from the little frozen ice cups.
Everybody knows about
Jims.
the candy lady.
Yeah, that was the best shit
fire.
going, bro. I think about that shit all the time. Like, man, I wish we had one.
And ain't it fucked up though that like this youth don't have that shit?
They don't got nothing, bro, but technology.
Like
That's it.
I've had conversations like with my wife and shit, and I'm like, yo, like a lot of these kids don't get the chance to like grow up and have like actual friends. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah,
they can
get to
like
socialize
grow up
and
with.
grow
Because this
with.
world cruel. These kids,
They different. They not like us. We was bad, but they evil.
we was bad, but at least we can get together.
And
Some
kick-
niggas might trip a little bit, but
But
you
we
know what I'm saying? It's still gonna be a good ass time.
Yeah, you know, still gonna be able to kick it. Not this new generation.
Not this new generation. What is it that? But the thing about this generation, they might be wild, but I just don't know if they like bout that shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of them is just
a lot of acting
a
going
lot
on.
of a lot of acting, a lot of talking. You know, a lot trying to be flashy and all this
Gotta go
other
into
shit or
character
whatever.
and shit.
Yeah, like I think sometimes that like our generation might be like that last generation
With the
that's
bite
kinda-
down.
Yeah. What do you think it is that this generation like has different coming up that makes it different for them?
Too much social media. I feel like that's what's different. Like when we was young, you know, niggas had to go outside and play and interact with the neighborhood kids, get into fist fights, shit like that. These niggas grew up in their house, you know, on the tablets and in the movies and watching these rappers and shit and all these movies, and they think that shit real life. And then they get out in the real world and have a conversation. They don't know how to just, you know, knuckle up like men and get it out. First thing they think is, I'm gonna shoot this nigga. You know, it's like programmed in their head.
They don't even think the process of shooting somebody.
None of that until they get caught. Then they calling home crying and shit. All
But
of
then they'll
that.
give it all up.
Tell on everybody go to jail.
Not able to live that lifestyle.
It ain't worth it for real. Like, we need more people to just, you know, push the youth, try to push the youth in a better way. You know, like they could still, you know, kick it and have fun and shit, but niggas need to know what life really about, you know? It's not about that bullshit.
Not at all.
We trying to get a big bag, and take care of our family and create residual income. You know, that's about it. Like I tell my young homies all the time, like, nigga, if you don't even got 10,000, you can't die right now. You don't got no life insurance. I got life insurance and shit, you know, so I'm cool. But the little homies, they don't think about that shit. You get killed out here, your mama gotta do fish fries and shit for you.
When did you have to realize that? Like when did it have to? When did it click in your head that you was just like, hey yo, like I gotta make my own.
Man,
I have to make this money.
About 16. Yeah, about 16, bro. Mom's going through some shit, and I wanted, you know, shit. I wanted
more.
I wanted more, and I wanted to help her a little bit too, take a little weight off her. So, shit, I just hit the ground running. You know, start getting my hands in a little bit of everything. Like, bro, in middle school, I used to sell candy and shit like that. You know, like I always had that hustling. We gonna sell whatever, water bottles, Gatorade, all
Get
that
this
shit.
money by any
That shit
means.
gonna add up. They get 1,000 water bottles from, you know, a little booster or something for a little bit of nothing and sell them for $1 a bottle. You making good turnarounds, bro.
100%.
You know what I mean? So I always just had that itch for, you know, trying to get to it.
If we can get that mindset though in this youth though, because just like how we talk about like the social media and all that other shit or whatever, like it's a negative.
Yeah.
But it's also it can be
be positive for
if you
sure.
do it right. Like I just recently seen Twansack from the city,
Yep.
whatever, you know what I'm saying? His son, you know, he's making thousands of dollars playing Fortnite.
Yeah, that shit real.
And it's just like they have way more opportunities than we did. It's just all about how they can capitalize on that shit.
Yeah, they had. Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie. If we had some shit like that growing up, I'd have been a
It's
video
a
game
wrap.
nigga.
Nigga, if you could have told me I could have played GoldenEye 007,
On
you
that
know what I'm saying, on the
64,
64, and I could have been getting money like that,
Nigga would have been all
yeah, it'd have been a
in.
wrap. All I gotta do is record it.
Would have been
That
all
ain't
in.
shit.
That's why we was trying to get my little cousin, cause he fucking around. He called at that
He
shit.
don't want to listen. He don't want to hear it.
He don't think niggas really getting real.
He don't want to hear it.
I'm like, bro, niggas getting real.
It's
bags.
gonna take for him to either run across a random ass article, one of his little friends,
Somebody he know
mention that shit.
personally.
Yeah, because for some reason when it's the older cast, they don't ever want to listen to
They
that
think
shit.
we just talking.
Yeah,
Like, y'all niggas just
because my
talking.
son, he think he know everything.
Already, huh?
He think he know everything, and you know he my son, so he really 100% believe what he's saying.
Hell yeah.
But man, when I have to burst his bubble, it's just like that backlash. This youth is something else. They something crazy.
And they heavily influenced by the wrong shit, bro. Like you could tell them the right shit and show them the right way. They gonna, I mean, that's square shit. They gonna wanna go do the bullshit, you know? It's just, they polluted, their minds polluted.
Example, trades.
Yeah.
That's one thing I compliment Smooth on, is that Smooth mentions trades for, you know what I'm saying, for the youth, because college ain't for everybody.
Man, truth be told, that shit ain't for nobody.
It ain't.
They ain't teaching them people nothing they can't go learn on their own. And all that bullshit, physics and trigonometry, you don't use that shit in no real job.
Now, if you going to be a doctor or a lawyer and shit like that,
shit like that,
you got, you know what I'm saying, it's certain shit you got to study. But when it comes, you know what I'm saying, it comes to other shit, like, people don't understand, because everybody either want to be the flashy one, they want to be the one that's like looking the best and shit like that. Like, perfect example, I got a cousin, he recently got a trade or whatever in plumbing. This nigga about to start a plumbing service and he finna be set for life.
Yeah, that's cool.
He finna have a job, and niggas be like, oh, you a plumber, you have to go, you know, work on toilets or work on sinks and shit like that. He's been booked, you know what I'm saying, since he figured out like the first couple steps.
Booked up.
Been booked up. Man, so it's just a matter of just like that little hustle.
That they gotta have their mentality ain't right. They think like working a 9 to 5 or something, $10, $8.
Everybody got their role. Everybody has that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody thinks in their mind that, oh, I gotta have, you know what I'm saying, all this and all that or whatever. Like, just invest in yourself. The more you invest in yourself, and you know you're saying, you put the money back and stuff, like you said, you can't even die if you ain't got $1,000.
For real.
That shit's, it hurts when you hear some shit like that, but it's the truth.
It's the truth. Yeah, people gonna be struggling to bury you. You're gonna have to fuck around, cremate you.
I always tell my wife, I'm like, I don't want a funeral. I don't want that. Just cremate me. That shit's cheap as shit.
That's what I told my moms too. If anything happened to me, just cremate me.
You know they're not gonna listen. You know they gotta have
because she want to be cremated too.
Goodbye and all this other shit.
Oh yeah, I don't really care for all that shit. It's a waste of money.
It is. Like I always tell my wife, I'm just like, yo, like I don't want a funeral. Like if you really do care, you like however you know me, you'll check on that person.
Yeah.
Whether it's my wife, whether it's my mom's, whether it's, you know, my sister, whatever, you'll check on that person just to see if they okay.
Make sure
because they need it more than anybody.
Straight up though. Straight up.
One thing that's been pissing me off though lately has been how they've been trying to gentrify the north side.
They've been doing that for sure.
Like if you stroll down, it don't look nothing like it used to.
How we grew up.
At all. So like they done knocked off the little, you know,
they bought all them
stuff.
houses out.
Yeah. And I remember like back like when we were younger, at one point there was a rumor that WSU was gonna start buying into the neighborhood like in Shady Brook and shit like that.
Trying to get everything.
But what is it that you think that our community needs to do better at to claim our neighborhood? But first question is, do we need to claim this neighborhood?
Yeah, we definitely need to claim it for sure. We need to claim it. If everybody can come together and support each other, you know, support one another a little bit more, a little better, because it really don't take you nothing or cost you. It don't hurt you to support the next person. You know what I mean? Like they print money every day.
Yeah,
so if everybody come together and get to opening black-owned liquor stores, you know, black-owned restaurants, you know, all that good shit. We're gonna support them.
Just the little shit.
Even if we still spend money with the corporates, we still gonna support our people, you know, and we're gonna have it solidified like this is us, you know, like right now everybody kind of for theyself. That's why the people got to come in and gentrify. They came in, offered everybody a little bitty checks, and my old people like, fuck it, we ain't gonna fight with y'all, you know. When the community supposed to come together with shit like that, like y'all not finna buy these people out that been here for 20, 30 years.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You preaching.